So I saw a video of Femi, that Nollywood actor, gaslighting cinemas workers. Let me be honest with you. Everything he said in that video was nothing but arrant nonsense. And for those of you supporting him, all of you are stupid. So you expect me to go to the cinemas and don't ask important questions of what movie should I watch? I am going to spend, gone are those days that we are watching movie for 1,000, 2,500, 3,800. Gone are those days, oh. For you to watch movie now at the cinemas and you want a popcorn to come along, you pay like 15K or so. 15 to 28,000 naira, that's what you're paying. Depending, I am not talking about island, though. I am talking about some places on the mainland. So now, I will now go to the cinemas. I won't ask the people at the ticket sellers. I won't ask them for movie recommendation. You have problem with those people telling them what to watch, telling customers rather what to watch with their money so that they will still come back the next day. If you don't want your movies to be criticized or to be pushed behind over other movie, then invest more in a proper screenplay writing. Invest more in script writing. Invest more in production. Bring in new faces. Bring in people that can do the job, not some bunch of skit makers that talk out of scripts, that use TikTok lines because they want to sound funny. Bring the professionals. Go to Unilag, LASU, go to Uni-Ife, go to University of Ibadan. Go and pick these boys and girls that are naturally good and still decides to get educated with their crafts. Not some bunch of TikTokers that made it through tap. Not someone that studied medicine, but because they said, oh, Lagbaja funny. Not someone that studied law. Oh, Lagbaja Umademo acto. If acting is all about the talent, oh, is good. And some people, oh, she's good. And some people decided to still go to the university to learn this thing, to understand the basics, to understand everything that's got to do with acting. Then you should know it goes beyond someone just being talented or someone having a bunch of followers on TikTok or Instagram. So Femi, all the ranting for me doesn't work. That is just you guilt-tripping people. That is just you gaslighting these workers at the cinemas. Sometimes you go to the cinemas, yeah, and you see Nollywood movies and you just want to give them a try, like, oh, let me just support our own. And at the end of the day, you're spending like 18 grand, 20-something grand to watch a movie and, get a popcorn and all of that. And they are just doing rubbish. Like, from the beginning of the movie, you're already seeing mistakes. Look at Lisabi that we watched yesterday, the recent Lisabi. Despite the fact that the Lisabi that we watched, there was fucked up, like it was fucked up in some certain aspects. They could have ended that movie straight without the old part 2 January suspense they gave us. So Lateef waited till January to ruin a new year by giving us that rubbish that it could have, the rubbish could have ended in December. Because I don't understand why in an ancient storytelling, a boy was wearing diapers, having a pampers or whatsoever. That boy that stays in Surulere that ran for whatsoever during the election, I don't know his name, that he pushed and hit his head on whatsoever. That boy has no business in that movie. There are loads of people in that movie that's got no business in Lisabi. When you want to tell an Egba story, I don't know why this is so dear to me. Because, yeah, apparently I have a background I have a thing with the Egba people. And that story was so messed up. They messed that storyline up. There was no death. Big shout out to Femi Adebayo and Kunle Afolayan. Those people, they don't joke with death in a movie. That is why I like Kunle Afolayan. Whenever he push out a movie, and they don't have that time. No, gone are those days in VHS where we have 3 hours Nollywood movies and all. So when he noticed that there is no time and he still wants to tell more story, what does he do? He turn it to spin-off or sequel, or sorry, either sequel or series or whatsoever. He gives it more chance so that it can be more elaborate and we can feel the depth. Go shake gbogbo film ló gbọ́dọ̀ lọ sí Netflix to pé any good camera and they know some couple of dollars lórí FX. Like Latif, what the fuck was that? Your casting was wrong because I know the movie they had been done shooting the old movie since last year. They just need to cut it for profit purpose. They had been done. Because if they just shot all those ones that we saw on Netflix for this January, they will have, involved new faces. You need to understand that in the ancient Egba community, there were different people there. And at least let us have some Ijebu speaking people in the ancient Egba torí wọn jìnnà síra wọn. Wọn jìnnà síra wọn. There was no need for Lagos Yoruba, our normal Yoruba that we speak in that movie. When you talk, like when you're showing an historical movie, people need depth. Have you seen Passion of Christ? Did you see the level in which Mel Gibson had to go? Have you seen Apocalypto? Or what's the name of that movie? Have you seen the level in which Mel Gibson had to go? Did you see? Oh God! Have you seen the movie Rome? Let's talk about I'm not even going to mention Gladiator. Let's talk about Spartacus as well. Forget the sex scene. They gave us what it's like in the ancient Greek, in the ancient Rome, how things were being done. Sometimes it's not about, the thing about Nollywood now, they are trying to use fight scene. Nobody on go skit makers like local boy, general boy to Walati Bini. If they fight, leave fights, no worry. No worry. All those fight scene, all those on a fight scene with Snowman. Let's talk about the weaponry. It is so glaring that you people were holding stick. You were holding stick. It's so glaring. And the funniest part of the whole thing is you people make millions from all these projects and you be acting as if you have invested everything. When I watched Jagun Jagun, I made some complaint about the Warriors Armor. And the recent movie that Femi did, some adjustments was made on some parts. And I'm very sure when the next Jagun Jagun is coming, some adjustments will be made. Mama Shefim, ancient movies, Mama wa fine boys, koje main cast, àwọn giripa ló fi ń ja ogun láyé àtijọ́, àwọn giripa lọ́wọ́ obìnrin máa ń fẹ́, kò ń ṣe àwọn fine boys tẹ́ máa ń lò. You need to tell the story the way it's supposed to be. Forget face value. If Shango, you remember that movie Shango, can be one of the most watched movies at National Art Theatre that year, then it speaks volume that sometimes face value doesn't sell the market than the right cast. Those guys, the person that played the role of Shango and Oya, nobody knows them. I think they were both Unilag students. And people loved that movie so much that a woman was carried away when they were I can never forget when NTA, the first day they premiered that movie, so they were in front of National Theatre and they were interviewing the lady that played the role of Oya, and the woman just came. What you did was very wrong. You should never have done that. That woman was so carried away that she has forgotten that it was just a movie. And Oya, the lady that played the Oya was feeling guilty. NTA showed the clips. We saw it in the news. But gbogbo yín yẹn kàn fẹ́ kẹ́ṣà ti wọ Netflix, kẹ́ṣà ti kọ́lé alámọ̀, kẹ́ṣà ti lọ ọ̀dọ̀ Ibrahim Shatta, kẹ́ ti ṣeun sẹ́yìn. Our warriors doesn't even dress like that. That is the way. Those are the ways of the Vikings. You project more Vikings lifestyle in our warriors character and everything than a typical Yoruba or a typical Igbo or a typical Hausa warrior. Fighting skills of Vikings, dress code of Vikings, weaponry of Vikings. Like, you people can do better. Talk about why criticize movies in the cinema. Cinemas do Jackie film yita. Cinemas do Jackie film yita. Why do we have rotten tomatoes, IMDb, or what's it called? Why do we have all those things? If your movies are good, see, if I go to a cinemas and I ask for movie recommendation and they recommend what, go to Filmhouse in Surulere, they know me very well. If I should tell you what movie can I see, and you start being like, bros, watch this thing because of your favor, or maybe one Nollywood this thing, and I ended up watching it and I didn't enjoy it, you go refund my money. Go ask Filmhouse. No stress yourself. You go refund my money. Ask them. Me, I don't cast there. You go refund my money. If I just go one, you say, recommend movie for me. You can't go recommend movie. I can't watch and finish. I go stay there. Oh God, I don't like the movie section. I recommend them. You people should do better. No, they come give 3 people here. No, don't gaslight cinema workers. You get some fuck up one that they do. Some fuck up. See the spear. One I use spear burn and I can't use light effects. I can't the one that they do us routine. That one job from us. One star person. That girl see hug the girl as they go hug further from us. The 2 nice where she don't fall. Everything just looks stupid. We're gonna take no time, do something. Work on everything. What's what doing is what doing well. Now on our field. But people that can push you people to that eye, that can tell you that in reality it can't work like this. And I know they won't welcome them. Now why Femi Adebayo, that guy, he always eat the bull's eyes. Because it tells the story like it is. Same thing as Kunle Afolayan. These are people that doesn't really care much about the profits. They go deep. They don't manage resources. They are spoiling. They didn't recommend movie. Cinema workers are the problem. Netflix is the problem. You people are the problem because I can't be wasting my own data. But data, it's about one porn no, pay me now. Tabi ki ma wo àwọn salo, ki ma fi data mi wo salo àti DJ Shiki kan ma gbé ra wọn ṣépè. Láti bá jẹ́ di méjì just say shout, ẹ̀yin ẹ̀gbá o. The noise was too much than the movie. The noise and soundtrack, it plenty pass wetin we won't watch. Ẹ̀yin ẹ̀gbá o, wetin happen? Oya, wait, me, if I did that, I go there. Oya lie, oya ẹ̀gbá, oya, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Wetin sup gangan? Why they make noise? Lateef was just making noise. This thing needs to stop. Man, I stop all this rubbish. That data I waste yesterday, pay me gone.